Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Listen, this is a scheduled live. I hope you guys are here for it. Y'all come on in, have a seat. We got a different setup today, okay? We got a really different setup, and we're going to be talking about what we talked about last night because I think y'all got confused. Somebody said, Cheryl Grabowski, you are lying. That's what y'all said. You are lying in that Charlie Kirk was not afraid that he was going to go to jail. And he very much was. And I got the receipt and I'll show y'all. Then y'all say, Cheryl, you are lying. You said, ain't no way Erika Kirk was over there in Romania and that she was kicked out of Romania because the folks said that children were going missing. But I told y'all I had the receipts. So anyway, y'all come on in and hit the like button. Y'all do me a favor and hit, there are 3 people in here, 4. Y'all hit the share button and the copy link. And then there are 3 dots at the top of your page. Hit those dots. And y'all know we don't schedule a live now. I need y'all to show up for me and do what's right. Okay? Because we be a little struggle streaming over here. Okay? Y'all know we really are lemon heads. We love Don Lemon, and the lemon heads, we know everything about Don. Yep, we got kicked off. I knew it. It happens every time because I don't know. I mean, I love YouTube. I think YouTube is fantastic. I think it's the best platform on the planet. But sometimes, we be having issue. But anyway, so we got 1 like. Can y'all hit the like button? It's 12 folks over here. Y'all be nice and hit the like button, okay? Because we're going to have a fantastic show. I'm looking for some moderators. I know y'all might be at work. Good afternoon, Cheryl. I'm ready to hit the like and share. Thank you, boo. So if you would, Benny White, if you would help me actually. So there are 20 people in here and 2 likes. We need 20 likes. And we need them as fast as y'all can bring them. Is that light too bright, y'all? Is it too bright? Let me know. Because it's giving bright for me. So hit the share, copy link, hit the share. I'm not telling you to share it to your Facebook. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying hit the share button. And then it's going to give you an option to hit the copy link. And so copy the link. That's what I'm saying. So y'all, is that better? Because that light is in my face. Tell me how maybe it should be like that. But anyway, it's just messing up the glare. Hello guys, it's 23 people in here. We want to have a fantastic show. We really do. It's been a long day for me. So I got up this morning and I went over to the salon for a while. I'm still not working on my day job yet. We go back to work tomorrow. I did a little grocery shopping because we were supposed to get some more sleet and snow. I'm over it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm over it. I hate winter anyway. And I know some of y'all like winter or whatever, but I don't. So it's been that kind of day. So when I get off the live, I'm going to fry some chicken and some French fries for the family. So it's 33 people in here, 5 likes. I need some more likes, y'all, before we start the show. And if this is your first time here, my name is Cheryl Grabowski, and this is a fantastic place to be. I call you guys the deep laners because we are deep over here. You know what I'm saying? We always go for the meat and the depth. We like 2 things, the meat and the depth. If you cannot go with us into the depths of the topics that we're talking about, then I'm serious. This platform is not for you. I'm sorry. Now, I'm not a journalist, by the way. I'm a cosmetologist, but I'm very opinionated, right? And I just told you, we about the depths over here. So I like to talk about real shit. You know what I mean? It ignites me and excites me. And obviously, you guys do too, okay? That's what's going on. So when we did the live last night, again, we were talking about the Kirks, the man and the woman, the husband and the wife. The husband it has been unalived, they say, you know, wink, wink. Some people don't believe so, though. The husband has been unalived, and the wife is really rich and very happy nowadays. 7 or 8 days after he was unalive, the wife took over Turning Point USA. She did. She let everybody know. What's up, Alvin and Pat? She let everybody know that I'm large and in charge now. She talked about the funeral, funeral, and everything that happened at the funeral, and how they had 247,000 attendees there, and how they had somebody to come in with their computers, and as the people filled out the paperwork and the voter registration, they were registering people to vote that day at the funeral. And while they were doing that, they had some computer expert to kind of tap into the attendees' phones, all of these hundreds and thousands of young people that were there at the funeral, so that Turning Point USA will be able to communicate with them once they left the funeral, make sure that they were members of the church, and also make sure that they were tithe payers, and that they would come back to Turning Point USA. Because at the end of the day, Turning Point is after children, okay? All right. So we have a couple of receipts that we want to show y'all. Hold on one second. I have my own receipt that I put out here in the streets. And let's see. Let's go to my Facebook, and we're going to start off with that. Because y'all don't accuse me of not knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. We're not going to do that. We're absolutely not going to do that at all. Okay? Let's get into this. Hold on. No. I don't know what happened. All right. Let's turn this volume up. We got 29 people. Y'all hit the like button, okay? And I'll wait until my friends get in here, because I don't see my friends.
Right now, an urgent search is underway.
No, that's not it. What is going on? What is going on? What happened? Okay, let me just tap somewhere else. And let me just go back. And let's try. Okay. There it is. Nope. Every time I tap on it, it goes away. Let's try it again. It's 20 people. Y'all, if y'all don't come in on these scheduled lives, I'm not going to do them. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling y'all that right now, because this is a waste of my time. If y'all not going to be here on the scheduled lives, we will not do this anymore. So we're trying to do something different, because what I do know how to do is, what the fuck? Why it won't let me, it won't let me go there. Why is it doing that? Let's try it again. Let me not tap it too fast.
Erika Kirk thing, because Erika Kirk's
Okay,
story is
there
coming
it
out,
is.
and Republicans are freaking out over it. So if you don't know,
Okay, let's rewind it. So listen. Listen.
yeah, so Republicans in Israel might have shot themselves in the foot with this Charlie Kirk thing, because Erika Kirk's story is coming out and the Republicans are freaking out over it. So if you don't know what's going on, Charlie Kirk's wife won Miss Arizona beauty pageant when she was, I think, 17. She had...
So Erika Kirk, hey Sierra, what's up, Black Betty? Good afternoon. So Erika Kirk won a beauty pageant. Okay, Erika Kirk was a contestant in a beauty pageant, and guess whose beauty pageant she was in? Listen.
Contested before. Someone just told her, hey, you could be a beauty pageant. And guess guess who? What company she worked for? Guess who she worked for as in the beauty pageant? Donald Trump. Right after you,
Oops. So, Erika Kirk worked for Donald Trump's company, beauty pageant company? Everybody was asking the question. The question was, why was Donald Trump so present during the funeral of Charlie? Listen, because he was already acquainted with Erika. So Donald and Erika have history. Did y'all know that? Listen.
the beauty pageant, she ended up creating a Christian ministry that works with children.
Not only was she in his beauty pageant, she created a Christian ministry. And so this is one of my receipts. This is one of my receipts that I told y'all I was going to bring y'all back tonight. Not only did she work in his beauty pageant, she was a part of a Christian ministry in Romania. Listen.
And went to go work with the Romanian government. So now you have all these conservatives on TikTok and on Twitter asking, what kind of power does a 17-year-old have to create a Christian ministry to go work with the Romanian government?
So did y'all hear that? Like, how can Erika Kirk, as a 17-year-old, work with the government, the Romanian government, in a ministry for children? Like, how could she do that? That's a good question. What do y'all think? Listen.
To go for orphans. Now, here's a funny thing.
Wait a minute. Not only did she work in a ministry in Romania with the government, ministry, Romania government, but they were orphans? What's another word for orphans? Children? What were we talking about last night in my live? We were talking about people doing horrible things to children. So, listen.
Same time that her ministry was in Romania working with the Romanian government, Romania went through a massive case of children missing.
So Romania had a massive case. Laura said she's evil. Sierra said, wow, I knew she wasn't right. So Romania had a massive case of missing children. He said massive. There were lots of missing kids. So, and Erika Kirk is right there in the center of everything. And she's attached to Donald Trump. It's a long time ago when she was 17. I don't know how old he was when she was 17. But listen.
The Romanian government kicked her, like her Christian organization that was in Romania to help Christian babies.
Now, this is one of the receipts. Now, I told y'all last night. They kicked her ass out. They kicked her and that ministry out of Romania. Too many orphans had gone missing. Turning Point USA. I said last night in the live, they said, Cheryl, you are lying. A couple people got really, really mad at me. They got real mad because they, Cheryl, Turning Point USA. No, we haven't even scratched the surface of what we're getting ready to learn about Turning Point USA. The Trinity. Cheryl, what's good? What's up? We hadn't even scratched the surface of Erika Kirk, Turning Point USA, and all of what's being alleged. Well, this is not alleged. This is a fact that you can find out that she was kicked out of Romania because too many children were missing. Too many. Listen.
Romanian government told her to get the fuck out the country because something just doesn't add up. Because her ministry is linked with too many children going missing. So now, I swear, go on TikTok, go on Twitter right now, search Erika Kirk. That's all you'll see. Everyone is talking about how the fuck she was 17, she won a beauty pageant under Trump's agency, and then right after she won the beauty pageant, she went to Romania, started working with children. Children started going missing, and the Romanian government kicked her out.
There's the receipt. I told y'all I would come back with the receipts. That's one. Let us go a little bit further. This is awful. It's not, I'm laughing because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, you think it's a game. I think it's a game. I really don't think it's a game. I told y'all last night that it hurts to hear these awful things. I believe that Black Beauty. Yeah, I do too. Cheryl ain't playing, y'all. I'm not. It really hurts. You know, we're the deep lane, so we take deep dives, and this shit ain't cute. This ain't cute. And this will tie straight into what's going on in DC. Also, it has legs associated with the island too. Says it has tentacles that reaches out to different parts of the different parts that we have. And it's all developing as a big, horrible, terrible nightmare. That's what it's looking like. So let us go over to YouTube and let's listen to Mr. Let Go. That's his name. I don't know if y'all have heard of him before. So this is the video that we're giving listen to. It says
it's not a trick.
It says bombshell evidence.
And it's also not my real hair.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm about to show you the video.
Let's start it over.
But there was
Hold on. We're going to listen to some of his content, y'all. So this guy is not boring, so you won't be bored. But the name of his channel is called Mr. Let Go. And a lot of people accuse him of being conspiracy theorist type guy. But he reminds me of myself. He's another type of person who takes the deep lane. And he also holds church people, Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk. He holds church people accountable. Not all church people, but church people who, in our opinions, are fake and phony and fucking demons. You know what I'm saying? Just like what's going on in Washington. Same type shit. All right, so we're going to listen to him. I'm going to let y'all see. And I hope he don't mind me doing this. His platform is called Mr. Let Go. So y'all go follow him over on YouTube because he has some rich content. It's very rich. So let's listen.
I am here to proudly say that we, not just me, but we have officially solved the Charlie Kirk case. I'm about to show you something that is going to change everything. And I just want to say this before I play this. I like that. Say this before I play this. That from day one, since I didn't know Charlie Kirk, I had to just go off of, all the videos that I watched. But one of the things that kept sticking out to me being somebody that was in the relationship space, was that if a man that surrounded himself
What's up,
with
Kicks?
all of these evil, terrible, disgusting people, whether it's Tyler Boyer, whether it's Erika Kirk, whether
He's talking about
Rob
Charlie,
Cohen,
y'all.
whether it's Frank Turek, how in the world can we not look at the most common denominator, which was Charlie Kirk? So we made hundreds of videos, all, people just all over on YouTube about Erika Kirk, Tyler Boyer, all these different people, but I didn't see anybody hold Charlie Kirk himself to the flame, except for me. And I might be wrong. So if somebody else did, shout out to them. But there is a young lady, and I want to shout her out because she's the one who reshared this information. She just did a video about this, and it apparently went viral on X, but I never seen it. So I'm going to play this video, and then we're going to go from there. So shout out to this woman. Her name is Daily Fredo. And I messaged her, so hopefully she got the message, because I would love to either have her on this live stream or another live stream after this. So shout out to Daily Fredo. Shout out to her. She is amazing in her coverage. But she shared something that I said, and I needed this one piece of evidence to prove my theory that Charlie Kirk died on purpose to avoid litigation and prison.
Charlie Kirk said it himself. If Trump didn't win the election, Charlie was at risk of going to federal prison.
He did. Charlie Kirk said that if Trump didn't win the race, the election, that he was in jeopardy of going to prison. I have the receipt myself. I shared it to my channel. It is a short on my channel. It is Charlie Kirk himself saying those exact words, because the Biden administration were investigating Charlie Kirk. So y'all, this is getting ready to get really, really deep. So listen, they were going to put him in jail. And this kind of ties into Diddy too. Listen.
That's why he cried on election day. Those were tears of relief. Those were tears that screamed, yes, I'm not going to jail. But why was he so relieved? Why was he so sure he would end up in prison if he didn't have Trump in the office?
Do you know why I cried on election night?
Because you thought it was a restoration of the Judeo-Christian values that are inherent to the
It's
text of the Constitution.
Let me tell you why, because I think you might appreciate this as a historian. Joe Biden sent the entire federal government after Turning Point USA and me personally. They want to be in federal prison. They want to be in federal prison. They want to be in federal prison.
Okay, there it is right there. So last night,
My
Hold on.
background, just recent background.
somebody said to me last night in the live that I did, you're telling a damn lie, Cheryl. Well, whoever you were, I hope you're here tonight because you just saw the receipt yourself. Charlie Kirk himself saying that if Trump didn't win, then he knew that he was going to prison. But we got to find out why. Yes, I think he got conned by Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. I was a Charlie Kirk supporter. We got conned by Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA. Wow. So these people were dark, y'all. These people. And there is rumor that all of this stuff is leading back to, I believe the word is called Luciferian ideology. It's more like something like a religion. The word turning point itself is a Luciferian term, meaning that we're going to front or pretend that we are Christians, but then when we get them to a certain point, which is the name of the ministry, Turning Point, then we'll lead them into the Luciferian ideology. We'll pursue young people all over the United States and abroad. And we'll bring them here. We'll open up churches all over the world. But really, we're working for Lucifer. So this is really dark and crazy. So let's listen to a little bit more.
Is one in the relationship space, right? And I would hear women, because I would mainly coach women. I would coach men and women, but mainly women. And women would come to me and say, my baby daddy or my ex-husband or whatever, mainly, just single motherhood, whereas baby daddy stuff, baby mama stuff, right?
And this is just his opinion, y'all.
Say, my baby mama is this and that. Or a woman would say, my baby daddy did this and did that, right? And whoever it was I was talking to, whether male and female, I would first say, okay, why did you pick that person? Why did you choose to, have that particular person in your life? Because in my world, I look at the person that brought these people into your life, and I'm like, you did this to yourself.
Okay, wait a minute.
Right?
Now, even though I like Mr. Let Go, I do not agree with him when it comes to this. I don't. Because on the surface, yes. Like when you look at a person, you can tell what's going on with that person by the people that are in their circle, right? That's true. But at the same time, there are fantastic actors in real life. They show up in your life, but your life is their stage. And so they show up as with facades and masks and they're really, really good. They show up in your life a lot of times because you're a really good person. It doesn't mean that just because Erika Kirk is seemingly a horrible person, it doesn't mean that Charlie was horrible too. Even though I believe, my personal opinion, that that's the case with this particular couple. But a lot of times you can have horrible people who pinpoint awesome folks and exploit them because of their kindness, their gentleness, and their beautiful heart. So, I just want to say that.
And then I got into the space of talking about Diddy, because Diddy is a huge part of my childhood. And people would start talking about Cassie, like, oh my God, Cassie is a victim of Diddy. And I'm
What's
like,
up, Mr. Time?
just from, everything that I've learned from the relationship space and just psychology and biology, Cassie chose to be with Diddy. So how is
Joel.
Diddy the only terrible person? Cassie
You can't
had
do
something
that.
to do with that also, right?
No,
And
you
I
can't.
went down
No,
a
he's
rabbit hole,
he's
and
saying
then
that wrong.
we get to Charlie Kirk, and everything we've heard about Charlie Kirk was, oh my God, his wife, the woman that he chose to marry, got him unalived. His security team that he hired and was working with for, I believe, 5 to maybe 7 years, got him unalived. And everything that I seen was poor Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a victim.
It's terrible.
Why did they do this to Charlie Kirk?
Mm-hmm.
And then after Charlie Kirk passed away, we started realizing that literally every single piece of Turning Point USA was terrible. And then we started looking into the child, tadpole traffic light stuff. And then I'm like, yo, this whole case, to a certain degree, is just like the Diddy case. And for those who don't know, and this is my point, right?
And when he first said that, I was like, what? What do you mean this whole case is like Diddy's case? Doesn't mean Diddy was evil to Cassie at first. She may have chose to be with a nice man for all she knew. Right, exactly. But he said that Charlie Kirk in Turning Point USA reminds him of, in his opinion, Diddy. It's going to get deep.
Here, Diddy is in prison.
What's up, Seneca?
For what? Trafficking.
Did y'all hear that?
I'm like, yo, what?
Now, he going to bring it in now. That's why Candace Owens has disassociated herself from it now. From what? Turning Point USA? Because, baby, it gets really, really dark. He just said trafficking. That's what he said. Trafficking.
There's nobody talking about Charlie Kirk in this situation. Ron McCoy is terrible.
Excuse me? You're reading wrong.
Excuse me, y'all.
Show me your book.
I don't know who Ron McCoy is, actually.
Frank Turek is terrible. Tyler Boyd is terrible. But not Charlie Kirk. So Charlie Kirk is an angel, but everybody else is terrible? How is this? So once I started doing my research, there was a rumor, because I didn't see the video. I'm about to show you the video. But there was a rumor that said Charlie Kirk was afraid that he was about to go to prison. The same exact thing Diddy was involved with, which was, remember, they stormed his house and raided his house? There was I'm the person that broke the story that there was tunnels under.
So he said originally the first story that was broke about Diddy's house and the tunnels, he broke the story, Mr. Let Go. He initially broke the story. All right, Charles, you can go to the next live stream, okay? This is a serious live stream. We're not, this is not a laughing matter. So go to the next live before I block you, okay?
Diddy's house in LA. And then in his mansion in Miami, he was right across the pond, or whatever you want to call it, from the docks, where, for those who don't know much about childhood trafficking, that is how they get the person to the other country. through shipping containers. So I broke that story. That video got 1 million views about
Wow.
the tunnels. Just look it up, Diddy tunnels, and you'll see me. Everything about Charlie Kirk, everything about Turning Point USA was telling me Charlie Kirk was Diddy. He was just a white Diddy.
What y'all think about that so far? That was a lot. When I heard him say that, I was like, wait a minute. Because my brain, I was like, wait a minute. I don't have the pathways built in my brain to support that idea yet. This is why they want automated docks? Correct. I didn't have the pathways in my brain to support this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Charlie Kirk was like Diddy. And you know, a lot of people said, what is going on? Because we knew certain things about the Epstein files. It's a lot, but makes sense. It does, Scottish. We know certain things about it, but we didn't know this much. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wait a minute. Charlie Kirk is like Diddy. And they just all of a sudden just threw Diddy out there. But we're going to find out what he says about this. And basically, I don't want to tell it. I just want y'all to listen. Hold on.
But everybody wanted to talk about other things other than Charlie Kirk.
Hold on. Mr. Tom says, my brain is definitely moving because I believe that the vermin is entangled with all of this. Me too.
No, it couldn't be Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk was busy. Charlie Kirk was over here. Charlie Kirk was helping Donald Trump become elected. Charlie Kirk was this. Charlie Kirk is a victim. And I'm like, no, he wasn't a victim. So I did video after video after video about how Charlie Kirk was not a victim. And people started unfollowing me. People started unsubscribing. People started looking at me like I was crazy. How dare you say this about Charlie Kirk? But I'm like, yo, if you look like a duck, quack like a duck, walk like a duck, you're a duck.
Damn, hold on.
So how in the world can we ignore?
He's saying that all the signs lead to Charlie knowing exactly what was going on. And since Erika was over there with the children, we know that Charlie Kirk was super fond of our commander-in-chief children, farms and island children. So then Turning Point USA, because where was he? He was at the colleges with the young people, children. It's just a lot. I live here in Florida for 4 hours from Miami and 45 minutes from West Palm, Epstein's first case of child trafficking. They paired Charlie and Erika up to better sell their Turning Point USA faith grift. Yes. Thank you, Flying. I can't pronounce that last word. Yes, listen to Mr. Let Go. I'm starting to understand why they shot at men. What do you mean? Check Erika past. She is connected with dark. I'm talking about dark. I have. From what I've listened to about Erika is dark, just like the island and the farms. Yes, because Candace Owens was first with Charlie. This is so horrible. And look, nobody's been arrested. That's the crazy part. That's the part that floors me. Nobody's been arrested. Listen.
All of this stuff when Charlie Kirk is the CEO of Turning Point USA. So let's get back to this video because I'm about to show you. Charlie Kirk said it himself. He was afraid of going to prison. I'm playing again, and then we will move on.
Prison if he didn't have Trump in the office.
Do you know why I cried on election night?
Because you thought it was a restoration of the Judeo-Christian values that are inherent to the Constitution.
Let me tell you why, because I think you might appreciate this as a historian. Joe Biden sent the entire federal government after Turning Point USA and me personally. They want to be in federal prison. They want to be in federal prison. They want to be in federal prison. And by the way, that's what despots do, not Donald Trump. Let me finish. And so when Donald Trump won, it was a sigh of relief that maybe I won't have to go to federal prison. Maybe I can actually be around my kids. And maybe we can live in a free society.
Guys, they just called it. They just called it for Pennsylvania, Charlie. It has
Fox
been
just called.
reporting it. Let's go, baby.
Charlie,
We got
what
Trump. The number? White House.
What is the number?
Is that it? Happened. Remember where you were when you realized
You weren't going
Hand in the face, he's crying. Hand in the
the
face.
uniparty and all of these, just party and all.
to prison.
Remember where you were when you realized
You weren't going to prison.
that the uniparty and all of these, just the establishment.
Just like everyone started dancing. Just in case we won Pennsylvania, I said I wouldn't even talk about it. Ladies and
Look at him.
gentlemen,
Charlie Kirk is officially
He was
not
ecstatic.
going to prison.
we've got tasty cakes.
He is tearing up. He's genuinely relieved. Erika comes in to hug him. He's crying. She's crying. We all thought at first that this was all because he worked so hard. He campaigned for Trump harder than anyone. And we thought he was just happy that all this work didn't go to
Hold on.
But
So we thought it was just Stephen Bannon saying that we're not gonna, we have to keep doing what we're doing because if the Democrats win, we're all going to prison. And they all are saying over and over and over again, we're going to prison. What is it all about? Y'all listen.
now that we know, in his words, he was relieved he didn't have to go to federal prison, it looks very different. Because this reaction tells me that he genuinely thought he would be locked up, that he will not see his family. But why was he so sure that he would end up in prison? That
Yeah,
was the question that
that's
was
the question.
bothering me all this time. Obviously, we are not siding with Joe Biden here. However, would this huge sigh of relief by Charlie when Trump was elected mean that he did have something to hide? That Turning Point USA did cross some lines that could land the founder and other people involved in federal prison had they been investigated. Take a look at this clip and what Josh Hawley had to say.
Why do you think Biden's FBI was really investigating Charlie Kirk?
Try to intimidate him. It's interesting, Jesse, when I heard that today from Chairman Grassley.
You see that? Do you see that? Why was the FBI investigating Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA? Just to intimidate him. No!
Go ahead and come on with it.
For trafficking!
Oh. Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Entertainers are just pawns. Did y'all hear that? That's why he said that Charlie Kirk was like Diddy. So I want to ask y'all a question. Because Mr. Let Go, and y'all could go back and watch that video. I encourage you to go watch it. It's really good. He believes, so yes, he believes, Mr. Let Go believes that if Charlie wasn't unalived, that he would go to prison. Or if Donald Trump had won, that he would have gone to prison. Why do we always keep hearing this word, trafficking? Why do we keep hearing that? Why? I mean, have y'all really asked yourself the question, like, we've heard about it here and there over the years, but that's all we hear about nowadays. What letters? Black Republicans for 2028, we want our women back. What letters? What letters? This thing, this human trafficking thing is so awful. I just hate it. It's, I definitely don't agree with that brother. Don't agree with that brother. And sometimes some things Mr. Let Go, but I believe he's 100% right about this Charlie Kirk thing. Me too. Me too. Me too. Very much so. This is the biggest cover-up that I've ever seen in my life, and probably that you've ever seen in your life. And these people are not going to stop. They're going to keep on doing what they do. They're covering up for each other. They have so much to hide. In the files, there's coded letters. Terrible. Really, I've got to get those letters. I want to read them for myself. I guess I have to download them to one of the devices of mine and get in there and start reading it. But it's just horrible. They are okay. So we know for sure that they're saying that if the Democrats get back in power, that if Donald Trump doesn't, if he doesn't stay president, if the Republicans lose, that Stephen Bannon, Stephen Miller, and Erika Kirk, and so many other damn people are going to jail because Epstein was in the jail. I looked at a video today. I looked at more of that video that I told y'all about last night about Epstein talking. It is very interesting to sit there and listen to him. When y'all get a chance, and it was Stephen Bannon who interviewed him, but it was on Vlad TV. Mrs. Grabowski, I always tell people it's not about how much money you got, it's who you know that can get you out of a situation. Absolutely. 95 in the chat, 38 likes. Thank you. Y'all, come on. It's not nice. It is not nice to sit here and listen to the commentary and not hit the like button. For some of y'all, it's three dots at the top of your screen on the right-hand side, up on the top. It might be on the bottom. Hit those dots and look for the thumbs up, or you could even thumbs it down. It doesn't matter. Just do something, okay? But yeah, these people, they are covering up, and they're holding on to it too for dear life, you know, because of the jail. But when I was listening to Epstein talk, and it was Stephen Bannon's attempt to humanize, this is my opinion, these are my words. This is my observation of watching Stephen Bannon interview Epstein. So it was Stephen Bannon's attempt to humanize Epstein and to let us see that I'm sorry, our live, it dropped again. I think people report us. I think people are reporting the live. I don't know. I don't know why people are doing that. I really don't. But let me get back to what I said about Epstein. In my opinion, Stephen Bannon's attempt to humanize Epstein, he wanted people to look at Epstein and not just see the monster, not just see the pedophile, not just see the psychopath, not just see the person with the island. Hey, Daisy. He wanted us to see Epstein as a human being. And he even said in the interview, you mean to tell me you, Epstein, that have been accused of all these horrible things, you're just a regular guy? No, Epstein wasn't just a regular guy. They were talking about bodies, humans, a death, and the spirit. What happens to the spirit, the soul? So Stephen Bannon said, do you believe that the soul leaves the body when it passes away? And so Epstein said, yeah, there's a big difference between a alive body and a deceased body. A big difference. We don't know exactly what it is. We don't know what to call it. We don't know that, but we know that there is a soul in a person, and it leaves, and it's completely different from the body that's deceased versus the living body. So anyway, I just sat there and listened to him, and I said, in spite of him knowing all of this, because he was really, really bright, he really, 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 really super loved engaging intelligent people. Historically, he spoke about the different people who changed our knowledge of human beings, and all the people who had attributed to human beings evolving over time. And he named some people. So as he talked, he kind of does like me in a way. Like, I notice how he talks with his fingers as he talks. He did a lot of that, this, that, this, and this. He would tap his glasses. My daughter say all the time, you pay attention to stuff that other people don't pay attention to. But it was the rounding of the fingers. It was the resting of the fingers. He let his fingers rest. When he was agitated with Steve Bannon for interrupting him and asking him stupid questions. I saw the agitation in his face. This, that. And so as Stephen Bannon attempted to show us that other side, it was a complete fail. Epstein was a... Let me get it right, because I was driving in my car, and what I normally do is, if I can't write something down, and when I get in my car, I'll speak it out so I can retain the information. That's how my brain works. But Epstein was a monster. He was a pedophile. He was the demon. He was the dark person in the room. No matter what he said about science and math and numbers, and about rich people, and about helping people to become literate when it came to finances, no matter how that magnificent brain that he had worked, he still was the demon in the room, no matter what. It didn't matter if the man that owned the Chase Bank was his best friend. Didn't matter. Didn't matter if Donald Trump was his best friend on Epstein Island. Didn't matter. Didn't matter if Prince Andrew was his dog. Didn't matter. He was the monster in the room. He was. I believe, these are my words, these are my thoughts. I believe that nothing really excited Epstein. Rich people didn't. Boats didn't. Planes didn't. Helicopters, islands, and mansions did not excite him. I think what he did was he used his brilliance and intelligence to engage those people as he worked for Russia. He got the money, the assets, all of the stuff, so he could create the island. He could manifest that thing, bring that into reality, and get those bodies, because he was really, really, really into bodies, like humans, science, the brain, just everything about how humanity works. So once he created the island, and they did what they did and got the people over there, and got the receipts on them, and all of that Russia wanted, I think Epstein just wanted bodies of girls and boys and children. I think that he may have even worked with scientists and biologists to even possibly extract DNA, to amputate, to behead, to extract body parts, just everything that a mad scientist would think of, something like Frankenstein. I believe that Epstein was a modern day Frankenstein. I swear to God. Everything that I hear makes me, I feel, y'all know how I feel. I feel that he was a Frankenstein. I feel like the privacy on the island, the rich people, the men that wanted the girls and the boys sexually, that's not what he really wanted, even though he did that too. I feel like there was a part of that island where they dissected bodies and did things to them because they were looking for something, or to figure out how things work. I think Epstein was God in his mind. He talked about that in the interview. He talked about what people consider to be God. But he didn't say what he considered to be God. I think he felt like he himself was one. And so in saying that, he'd do whatever he wanted to those bodies. That's what I think. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm getting ready to get up out of here because I got to cook some dinner. And it's 5:22, so it's early. I came back. I showed my face in the place. I did what I told y'all I was going to do. I brought the receipts. What say you about it? Oh, my God, that's a wonderful question. If you got away with all that, wouldn't you think you were God? But yeah, that's what he gave me with. That's what he gave me with this. The resting of the fingers. As he tapped his glasses and looked at Steve Bannon, and sometimes like that. Yeah, it was a lot. I agree. Bye, guys. See y'all this evening. See y'all later. Thank you, moderators. And thank you, Mr. Time. Bye, guys. Thanks, C. Bye.